This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and I have like less than 10 minutes to do this, so welcome to week 28 of the Arrowverse. Weekly recap, or review, and I'm going to go over the new Stargirl that had new Stargirl and the new Supergirl that had John Diggle in it. So let's go over Supergirl first, and then Stargirl. So besides the John Diggle stuff, this episode sucked. It was preaching to you. Not really, trying to solve any problems, just preaching that there are problems and you're not listening, and making heroes who are trying to do their best look like bad guys because they couldn't see everything. Yeah, I get it, it was a problem they didn't see this, but people can't be everywhere and do everything at once. I think they do have some justification in trying to take down something that is a threat to the entire world than only a small group of people, especially if those people do survive. They could be killed by this greater threat. And it was very annoying to be lectured at. And not really, and making people that aren't being on their side just completely evil. And I was turning this congresswoman or whatever, this councilwoman evil, just felt very forced, and like they had like they didn't like this character at all and just wanted to make her evil to show that politicians are evil and they don't care about people. And politicians are imperfect, but they aren't like mustache twirling, I'm going to destroy the city evil, usually. And this felt like a very, far jump for someone who was semi-concerned with the community, but also wanted and had her own interests, to someone who's going to go and commit mass murder. And really, yeah, this episode was just really bad. Besides Diggle was done amazingly because he felt like Diggle. There was a few times where it felt a little off with whatever. Well, it was mainly who he was talking to, because yeah, this really felt like Diggle. And this is the only thing that made me kind of not turn off this episode, because I don't like being lectured at. I'm not a little kid, so don't treat me like one. And that's really it. Let's go to Stargirl. And this was a good episode. Another interesting one, and pushed up the stakes. I think it's open to spoiler warning in here. I don't really care about this Supergirl episode. And this one was intense. It had, well, Yolanda trying to face what she did back in season 1 finale. And now she's just feeling really bad. And then now, well, she is quitting Wildcat because she can't live with it, and seemingly giving up on everything that she cares about in her life, including her job and her friends. And her mother is blaming now Courtney for everything wrong with her daughter, even though, although Courtney did ask her to be a Wildcat, it was still Yolanda's choice. And, well, the mother doesn't know the full extent. And also, honestly, I think it was just pretty interesting. I also like how it was left kind of ambiguous if it could be just Yolanda's grief, if it could actually be brainwave attaching to her. or if it was just Eclipso. I feel like no matter what, Eclipso did a little push, but as she said, she was having these problems before, and maybe a little more of an interesting storyline to see Rainbow trying to take over her. But I kind of think that that's kind of it for that part of the storyline. Looking at the rest, it's interesting to see that Mike is, starting to cope with his father and maybe having some doubts about everything. Courtney and I can't think of his name. This is like the second time. Icicle's son. Their relationship's starting to become better, and it seems that next week is going to be a Grundy-focused episode with Rick, his Hour Man. And I'm interested to see that. Well, this was my favorite one of the season. I think it was still an intense one. I really like the scene where Yolanda, came clean and told about the crime she committed to her friends. And it was interesting how the characters are that Rick was more supportive and Beth was not. I was expecting it to be kind of the opposite way. I was kind of expecting Rick to be calling her a hypocrite and saying that she convinced him out of murder, but she did it herself. I thought Beth would be a little more supportive, but I was kind of surprised by that. And with the rest of it, I think Eclipso is being a very interesting villain. I really am excited to see what happens next. And to finish off, I think that this was a good episode. And yeah, just a side note, I do know this is coming out a lot earlier, or technically later in time, but earlier in terms of when it's coming out. Yeah, it's confusing, but it is about 12 hours earlier than I usually would release it, just so I don't have re-releases. But tomorrow, look out for my review of The Hobbit book and What If. And I'm just really excited to see to go continue on everything else. As I mentioned in my Hobbit review, I was mentioning I may not be able to finish that action figure video, but I have finished it, so that will be on Thursday, and I'll move the video that it was like a possible, change to next week, which will still be a fun video, but definitely gonna be a kind of short one. Look out for the stream I'll be doing in a little bit. It'll be probably of everything I missed in Arkham Origins. I missed a few Anarchy things last night because it didn't, scan. I'll have to figure out which ones those are, and then I'm gonna probably just play all the audio tapes so you can listen to all of them. And I might start something else after that, but I'm not too sure on that. So expect that maybe around like 10 p.m. Still have to take a shower and a few other things. But that's really it. I'll see you guys all next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.